Hello, Tap Nation. Stickrad here. Just doing a quick video. It's my first screen share video. Hey, how about that? Um, and yeah, a few things to consider with this video is that I'm using Sibelius First 7, and I'm also using it on a laptop. So the only difference there is when you're mucking around, you want to use your keypad here. So far, I haven't worked out a way to use it numerically on the actual laptop, so I have to use my mouse to get to that. Basically, I just keep my either clicking if I want to get out of a situation. Say if we've got a page open here, and I've got a direct transcription of Ray Santese's seventh chord arpeggios from his Berkeley Press book. It's a fantastic resource for piano players or stickists. And yeah, Sibelius 7 First, it looks much like most other, or its professionally grandiose predecessor or big brother. So anyway, you can work it out, I'm sure. So if we have, let's just keep it going here. If yeah, note input's all pretty well straightforward. Let's just let's try something like in C. What I would do is just keep my left hand on the R button for repeat, and simply, instead of going back and forth all the time over here, I'll just go like this. Delete if I want to get rid of stuff. Escalate to get out of a position, because if you're left here, you can see it still wants to put more notes in, or so you kind of want to move around quickly. So just either that, or just click on the white of the page. So thanks to Emmett and Greg, we've got Stafftab as our preferred method of notation for Stickists. So what we can do is, if we call that middle C, we know that that could be what? Fret 13 on string 4. So you just go Command T, 13. Let's go up like this, 15, isn't it? If you're doing a 3-finger method, well, that'll be what, 12, the next note, I think, 14. Anyway, etc., etc. I'll stop there in case I get it wrong. So press escalate one time, it'll highlight the text. Now you just simply go up to text and bring it down to a size that's usable. You drag it over to start here. All right, that'll do. Now the way to get our Stafftab shapes, go to notations, select the note. So if it's 3-finger melody, we just drop it down from notations, the type, as you can see here. There we can find the diamond. So what I do is just keep my right hand down on the laptop. You've got the cursor for 4 motions, north, south, east, west, as it were. So I just keep it down there, and I just go up one time. If you can think ahead, you'll go, all right, what's the next time that you're going to use a diamond shape? So first finger, second finger, instead of moving all around the keyboard all the time, or around the Mac, or the whole, the laptop, I try to leave, for workflow, I'll leave the cursor up near the type, and I'll just move it down here, where you can't see, of course, the screen share, but on the 4-direction pad. So 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3, 1, 2, and then press it again. 3. So 1, 2, 3. So let's drop it down to the triangle shape, so the 3rd finger. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Back up here, should have left it there, I suppose. And once again, so now you've got, your Stafftab shapes all looking good. Next thing is to go to This is what I use anyway. There's always more than one way to skin a cat, and I'm sure someone else has got another way to do it. Just make a short line and then Control C, even delete that one to get rid of it. Just go to copy. Now we are pretty low. Middle C is somewhat low. I just tend to bring up the tails a lot. So I'll just go Control V, drop it down on the third string. You know, I like to leave it just a bit above the line. Next one. Then again, we'll go up to the third string now. Oops. You know, each time just copy it over. Sometimes you might miss. Oh, hello. Let's go onto the white. Let's just open it out a bit so it's easy to work with. Oops. You know, I'm not too fussy about what side of the stem it goes. Sometimes it's whatever looks good. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And we're up on the second string now. I think. And, yep. Control V each time. You know, I don't know. If the notes aren't too close, you can get pretty good at just sort of pointing, you know, and getting it looking accurate. See, that one's a bit stubborn. Just fiddle around with it. Okay, so sometimes they just are, and you can't. I can't do much about it. Yeah, there you go. All right. I know that's pretty much all you need to know, right? Try to be aware that if you are going to use notation and it's with the correct range, one thing I was doing for bass, I used to think, so there's E, I used to think that that was the E on the low bass E, or in fact for stick it's what? An octave lower. Now an easy way to make it go an octave lower, Shift 8, and then just go in and just delete the top one. If you're going above the note, for example, I only have to press the number 8, you know, and etc. etc. You keep going up. So an easy way to get a 7 chord would be maybe the 8, and then just knock it up with the multi-cursor. You know. However, what is that? It's an octave lower than we need it to be for a proper stick 7th shape. So let's just keep going up. Yeah, there it is. So that's, and then above that, a 5th would be up on the 10th string. So that sounds about right. We go back to these ones. You know, you can see the range is a bit better. Maybe I got that wrong. It's something for me to look at. Anyway, so there you go. Just a quick one about how to get your shapes, looking at the right finger shapes, underscores, and hopefully the right bass sounds and inversions. Yeah, I think basically that's okay. That needs to go up an octave, right? Let's just try it. So 8, delete, delete. Sounds better? Yeah, that's it. Now, just, I don't know, try going back and try going to optimize, layout, optimize. There you go. So that'll help to take care of your spacing. Hope that helps, and Stickrad out.